So, I think we've pretty much, well, I'm going to say this now and before our minds get completely blown, but I think we've pretty much got the gist of this game so far, in that we have, like, I'm aware of what's going on ish. But it's really starting to come together now. Like before we were just sort of wandering around a weird rearranging hallway, not quite knowing what's going on. Now we know that, we work for the Men in Black and we're trying to stop things sneaking in from another dimension to destroy the world. And to do that, there are these objects of power that we can control, and that's given us... The game loads. And that's given us our... some supernatural abilities that are pretty good fun. So, yeah. I think we're starting to get a handle on everything so far. We're down here in the maintenance sector. We're here for two reasons. One, the power plant is going to explode. Not good. Two, we need to find the facility that makes the sort of magic vests that keeps everybody else safe. We don't need one. We're special. But everybody else needs these vests to avoid being mind-controlled by the hiss. So that's why we are here.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why are you yelling at me? Stop yelling at me. I just got here.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm your boss.
Ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Well, that's a reassuring statement from your boss. Hey, try and stay alive. You know.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
Tell me about lots of stuff.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
I mean, that's fair. It's a power plant. I can think of a decent reason why they'd want to get in there.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
Alright, so this power plant. I'm assuming it's at least nuclear. If it's not that safe, probably something worse, am I right?
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
Okay.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Okay, so yeah, when we picked up the gun originally, it was just like a service revolver. Like one you would see in the Second World War or the Cold War, maybe. So yeah. Our new headspace, what we imagine the most powerful gun to be in the modern world, it probably would be some sort of, like, building block magnetic railgun rearranging super weapon. That makes sense.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. And he probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
Alright, well. Thank you for all the information. I've got a power plant to go and save.
Right. You got a lockdown to lift.
So what's this? Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about RT, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I've told you everything I know about him, so you could better deal with his odd habits, but yes, it's still very much a classified matter. I'm still convinced Artie the janitor, who keeps letting us into and out of locked rooms, is some sort of manifestation of the building itself, but we'll see. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on next steps. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
What's your read on all this?
Energy conversion well below the acceptable.
So yeah, it would appear Darling definitely knew something about the upcoming interdimensional invasion.
Oh, thanks, Frank.
Always make friends with the janitor. Exactly, it's pinnacle 80s 90s TV. Like if you're an outcast kid, you make friends with the janitor and he teaches you how like life and stuff, and yeah, everyone can rely on the janitor to let you into a super secret area.
Pipes see through
It's that like zeitgeist tulpa idea again. Right, where are we going? We have places to go and look at. Namely, sort of over here, maybe? Let's go for an explore and see what we can find.
Itching for some real action.
Also, let's climb everything for the secrets that you know are hidden. Nope. Damn. Worth a try. So is there anything in ventilation we need to look at? No, but we could use it to get somewhere else. Man, this map is kind of difficult to read. Okay, so this is the way we came in. just roll on back again to see what we can find. Okay, so yeah, let's go through the janitor's office. Hey, you're still here. That's good. Okay, so we can go back this way. And then... Aha, clearance level 2. Don't know what's in here, but if I can access it now, I will. And then we're to tape decks and some more mods and stuff. Now that I know what the materials do, they let me create new weapon forms. I'm pretty keen to collect them all. Alright, we've already been here. This is where we met our ghostly horse. Okay, I guess I can't get back this way. I think the house has rearranged itself because oh no, it's right here. The house hasn't rearranged anything, it's my brain. Gotta tell ya, I'm loving these supplies. Oop, wrong buttons. I have played a different game since since we last played Control, and now I've completely forgotten how it works. Playing Destiny. That's going to be the problem. I'm playing Destiny 2 in my off time. Square in that game is reload, and in this game is like swap weapon. It can't shoot through. That one a bit close, but it's fine. Ooh. Hey, okay, where are we going again? Why am I in here? Up there. How did I fall down? Do 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 do. Okay, so we want to go from up here to the right. That's a one-way door, that is. Well, that's not useful. Guess we have to try and find the other way around. And we do need, that's where we need to go till the end. Yeah, this is all the wrong way. Okay, so I need to go to the control room and find the other side of these corridors. Okay, we can do that. Can recommend Satisfactory for some relaxing chill build stuff. It's on my list of things to get. However, it is still in early access, I believe. And as such, can wait. Okay, so let's fast travel back to the power plant. Yeah, I have more than enough games to play right now that are finished, completed products. Okay, so instead of going back that way. I should probably... Yeah, I probably need to like walk around the center here. See what I can find. Coolant pumps, that sounds about right. Oh, hi. What are you? Oh, I don't like those. I don't like those at all. Oh, they're like floaty bomb monsters. Time to back up desperately. Woo. Are we good? Probably not. Oh, it's definitely much easier for me to pick up something and throw it. I'm a much better shot with my psychic powers. Am I going the wrong way? These guys don't seem to want to stop. Nope. Are we done? Can I head towards this corridor now, please? Whew. So what are those guys? It should be under research and records. The Hiss Charged. The Hiss Charged agents are examples of extreme physical deformation caused by Hiss corruption. They display an unthinking fixation on any non-corrupted individuals in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused Hiss resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The Hiss Charged is depleted of the Hiss corruption after this. The host is left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The Hiss Charged are designed to blow devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. Is the Hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the Hiss Charge so dramatically different from the host's original life form? Lots of questions, no answers. Cool. Well, those things are fun. Okay, so we've got coolant pumps and furnace chamber this way.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Thanks, Hattie. Special delivery for you! Oh, shit. Man, that would have been cool. One of these days I'll be a good shot. One day in the future. Didn't say anybody else. There's always somebody else. Okay, those guys can those guys can stay the hell away from me at all times. Ow. Okay, shake it off. Loosen up. I'm standing still too much. Yeah, who needs to aim when you can just, like, throw debris at people? That works just fine. Oh, put me back here. Ah. That means I might have to go through this nonsense again. Nope. Okay, cool. Whee. Ooh. Hang on. There's a room here I didn't see before. More of those ritual impulses. Now, last time I was rudely interrupted. Special delivery! Get barreled. Damn flying guys again. There we go. Whew. The bad guys hit hard. There we go. Put all the pipes back where they need to be. Hey, Berlin, how are you today? Ooh, alright. A few seconds of relaxing. So this is the furnace chamber. We were told we needed... I believe Artie wanted us to go and burn the trash in the furnace. There we go, yeah. What trash? Presumably these barrels of radiation.
Trash. Did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological
Oh yes, it's hazard
material?
biomaterial. That's in the radiation. Do. Accidentally bounced that off a wall nearby. God knows where that's gone now.
Seems like they're breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants...
Hey, if someone
Then
wants
I'll
to
get
come
it
down
done.
here and tell me the proper way to do it, more than welcome to. But unless that way is more efficient than me using telekinetic powers to throw it into a big fire, I don't want to know. I don't care to know. How far in are we? I think we're about 3 hours in. I've been taking it. I've had a couple of pretty small streams so far, so yeah, we're not too far in at all. Ugh. I'm very blasé about handling barrels of hazardous goop. That's because I'm not handling them. I'm merely floating them dangerously close to my head. Although I have no idea where that one that bounced off the wall went. That could be anywhere. Ooh. Game is fantastic so far, Brolin. Very, very stylish. Very, very my scene. Hey Bozer, get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some fuckery, and that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is bullshit. Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? I'm just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Man, imagine a HR department or a finance department in a place where it's like, oh yeah, we lost it. Oops, it's stuck in the spider dimension. You're welcome to go and get it back if you think you can. Oh, I found it. Just want to just pull that out of the wall. Yeah, just imagine how completely that different that would be to everywhere else.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself. Right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Uh-huh. Hey, that's okay and fine and not spooky. I can't hear it. Whatever it's saying, it's in a language I don't understand. Also, I'm pretty sure I just ruined my retinas to some degree.
That's all of them.
Alright. Ooh, we got 2 ability points for that. Bless you. Alright, well we helped clean up the trash and we got a little bit of a reward for it. That's not bad at all. Can I get up there? I mean... yes, it appears I can. Hip, hip, hip. And I just gotta finesse it. Hell yeah! Give me the goodies. Some dodge efficiency, some rate of fires, TV with a fireplace on it? Why does that feel familiar? Why does a TV with a fireplace feel familiar? Was that an Alan Wake thing? Okay, I definitely could get in there. The game's just not letting me. Alright, that's fine. Okay, I can't shoot through it either. Gotta be a way. There's one up there as well. Look at that. We have immortal TVs with fireplaces on them. Hang on. I'm probably using my brain a bit too hard here. But I'm gonna chuck these flaming TVs into the big fire. Is this it? Have I finally been corrupted by all of the psychic stuff in this place? I'm now convinced that throwing TVs into the trash furnace is required of me. Ooh. Easy there, Jesse. Oh god, help. I've got a new skirt. Cute. So I suppose the real question here is, how many hours do I spend trying to find TVs to throw into the furnace? There is full damage. Watch out for that. Right, but I can't see another one. Nope. Okay, can't see another one. So, unless it's this super secret special TV, I don't know. Can't see one up there either. Can't seem to pull it. I can do that. We're gonna be here for a while. Hope everybody's comfortable. Oh. Can I like... Can I throw it down over that edge? But hang on. Oh, I'm so good. Come with me, fiery hot TV. I've convinced myself you're part of some greater conspiracy that will give me unlimited power. I can't even tell. Is the furnace getting more intense? It seems like it's getting more intense, right? Maybe it's me. If I'd found a third one, if I could easily find a third TV, I would do it again. This place seems pretty predicated on the rules of 3. Maybe this is what we have to do to get the furnace to talk to us. Yeah, it eats TVs. Alright, well. Maybe I should just drop it. Maybe I should just let it go. Maybe I will later. Maybe we'll come back later, see if we can't find some more. I do know that I got some ability points, though. And for my ability points, I would like to... Maybe get some more health? No, let's get some more energy. Throw more things with more gusto. Yes, please. Alright, keep an eye out for TVs, folks.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Can I get up there? Do I want to get up there? No. Christ. Hi friends, we've arrived at the coolant pumps. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is my secret government facility, apparently. Get your own. Whoop. Who is that? Huh? Who's doing that? Someone was shooting at me. Oh, there you are. Got him. Okay, so that's the elevator back up to the power plant. Okie dokie. Oh, we've got a like. One pump. Get powered. There you are. Sneaking around. Okay, we're good for a second. I've got a sneeze sneaking up on me. Excuse me. Oh, I've been needing that all day. Oh, that feels good. Okay, next coolant tank, pump, whatever it is. Where are you at? Are you one up here? Did I walk right past you at the start? I did. Thank you. This way. Who would like a giant piece of concrete? You, sir. It's a lucky day. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about the rest of you. Prizes for all. Stuff up there that I'm interested in. Ooh. Have a wagon. I'm so generous, aren't I? Such a generous director. That gross blockage down in the water systems is back. The fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Artie keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like it can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him too. Guess that's just his brand of crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. We got some blockages. I think it's something to do with all this stuff. Whatever the hell all that stuff is. That's your blockage problem right there. Yeah, look, ugh. Ew.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clog.
The
is
clog?
blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He's very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Better get over him.
I do not like this. I do not like the Dead Space monster.
What the hell is that?
It's the
Disgusting thing
Fatberg.
I've ever seen.
Huh? Ooh, box there. Yeah, it's pretty ew. Yep, definitely don't want to get that on me. Gross. 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 Looks like your bathroom. Live somewhere else. I'm sorry, there's nothing else you could do. Just leave. Maybe burn the place down on your way out. Yeah, I gotta go look for loot. There's no way I'm doing all of this without some sort of reward. It's not even like the weird gross lumpy lumps, it's the bleh, it's the protrusions. You need some extra strength, Mr. Muscle, to deal with that. Did we do it?
I don't like that sound.
No, that sound is fine. That's the sound of goop monsters being flushed out the system.
Get over the pipes.
Here we go, okay.
Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Okay, so that's all the coolant system fixed. Elevator's coming down. Oh, hey, biggin. Time to generate some buzz. I'm probably gonna stop it with the one-liners because I'm not very good at them. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay, so we got some... We never stop with the one-liners? Ugh. You just love living dangerously, don't you? They are both fantastic and terrible. Well, I'll carry on then. Why the hell not? Cool, so that's the problem with the with the drains fixed for now, I guess. How do I get up there? Doesn't look like I can right now, but there's a staircase over there, so I probably... Hang on a second. No, I can't. Okay, we'll probably end up coming back here with some... Like, if I've got an air dash, double jump is almost guaranteed. So we've got some new mods here over time. Like... a 15% damage boost for grip. Sure, sounds good. Got a whole bunch of stuff for shatter. In fact, a whole bunch of stuff for shatter that I can probably deconstruct. Don't need to fill up with level 1, that's for sure. And how about personal mods? We're currently dealing with 19% increased energy recovery. Evade cost reduce. Yeah, no, that's all fine. Alright, going up. I can see a loot box on that platform, so we're definitely going back there at some point. It definitely will be possible in the future to get up there. I'm home. Oh, well. That's awesome. Extinguish his life! There is something very nice about just clipping someone in the back of the head without them knowing about it. Bye, Junior Operative. It was nice knowing you. I'm gonna help my friend out. I'm not doing so hot. Plenty of enemies though, aren't there? How are we doing? We good? You should go and pick up some of them little blippies. They're real tasty. They'll do you a world of good. Oh yeah, that junior agent is gone. Hey, we got a shelter. Anybody home? Nope. Okay, got some ritual impulses. So where does that go? That goes back to ventilation. Okay, yeah, that's where we came in. Then what do we got down here? Anything? Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Hoop. Okay, so let's look at astral constructs. I'm full of hiccups. We can get spin. I don't know. Well, let's see what we can do with spin. spin, we can increase the rate of fire by 27%. Hell yes. So this is spin. I like spin. I like spin quite a bit. So now we need to fix the NSC energy converters, which are this way. What is even in here? Come on, textures. Notice multiple hazards, no admittance. Okay, so we've done the coolant pumps. There's something else in that furnace chamber. You know there was that like hole in one of the vents in the furnace chamber? We're gonna get into that somehow from somewhere. Get out of here. We're gonna get into that from up there at some point. Okay. That's fun for future us. Think. Bonk. Where's central maintenance? Do I want to go in here? I mean, I can go in here, so let's just go and do it. Hello, bathroom time. Ooh, the big bathrooms. Multiple locations more than once? Yeah. I've already seen ledges I definitely can't jump to yet. And I know for a fact I'm going to be able to in the future because I've seen the loot that's up there. Black rock processing, sector elevator, okay. Thresholds, here we go. Examination of paranatural topics, thresholds. I've heard this word a couple of times. The oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a blank frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a blank. Others theorize thresholds are parallel universes or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes blank in those who learn of it, so it's actively denied. Okay, so that's like the life is just a simulation, man. We're all just running on a giant computer. Okay, so the house can manifest altered or different realities. That's the sector elevator. We'll open that in a bit. Gotta say, this game is gorgeous and beautiful and super stylish. PS4 has loads of like texture pop-in and resolution like delays. Pick up something and throw it at... Pick up something. Oh, you're a big boy. Oh my god, that's a lot of grenades. I've got enough to worry about right now. Ooh, frame rate. Please calm down. Whew. I think there's a bad guy in there somewhere. Ooh, okay, so this is all, that's rank 4, or level 4 access. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here just yet. A Tennyson report warning. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did it is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell you, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. What's the Tennyson report? I wish to know. Yes, I can. Over there in a second. Investigate the training course. Okay, I can do that. Oh yeah, the merry-go-round horse. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. Object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. Can be quite dangerous when blank its path. The object is currently bound by blank. Discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local blank reported the rides would move on their own and they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local blank were found dead at the scene. The object attached Agent Blank by blanking. Agents were invoked. Okay, so it was just like trampling people. Cool. Okay, yeah, we listen to all this. That's fine. Investigate the training course. This way, I guess? We're gonna see what's through the, That's not ominous in the slightest, okay. Alright then. Guess we're not going over here. Yeah, what the heck indeed. Seems like some sort of airlock for, maybe that's this threshold. Maybe this is like the airlock to a new dimension. Is it too late to get a different job? I think I'm in charge of this job. I don't really think I've got much of a choice in the matter. Unfortunately. Alright, so that's for later. Where's the training course? This way. Not allowed in there just yet. Alright. Guess it's back to fixing the power plant. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Gotcha. Okay, so that's the elevator, not where we're going. We want to go through energy converters this way.
Oh, this place is gonna come down.
Probably. Stop dodging my amazing telekinetics. Okay, so spin uses the ammo pretty quickly. Damn hiss in my dimension. Warp. Alright. So I just filled out some of those countermeasures, yeah. Collect reward. Okay, so we can get some mods this way, that's fine. Hiss guards using spin, yep, we'll take that. Spin. We don't have Pierce at the moment, but this one's just kill 25 guard. Oh, we can only take 3 at a time. Okay.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the whole big bats inside the plant has a shit.
Dink. It's pretty decent range as well, that's nice. Here. Yeah, it's real nice at range, it's just the ammo capacity that's a bit tougher. Good night. Concrete for your trouble. Right. Power box, please. Ow. Get out of my face. I'm enjoying this though because I'm making up for my lack of accuracy with sheer volume of bullets. Okay, maybe I'm not making up for my lack of accuracy, but it's a little bit better.
Now we won't blow up.
Hey.
Let's go lift the lockdown.
Power converter's fixed, look at it. Okay, so I think I saw a room before I came in here. I just want to quickly go back and check. There's a shelter here. Health recovery and nothing down there. Yeah, before we even came in this room, there was a something. want to go in that room. I will do later, because I'm probably going to get some sort of weird gas mask. Alright, we're back upstairs. Round and up and round we go. Back to the control room. Whoa, that texture pop in made my head hurt a little bit. Right, where are we? Anytime you want to load. Love to read what this is. Energy and water levels fixed. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Arish still on a fucking win streak. Someone figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I bought beers last time, so it's Hepstenstall's turn. Okay. So where does... Come back to that in a second. Oh, this is the... I know where we are now. This is the room where I can directorial override. Anyone else? No? Okay. Activate control point. Let's get these elevators up and running. Beep boop, beep boop.
To protect them, forces contain the lockdown only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Okay, what was that? What were you actually saying though?
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Okay. Basically just saying, try not to screw up, otherwise it's all your fault. Gotcha. Well, let's do it then.
That's it. The other sector should be open now.
Is that a good thing?
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Is
You
it
two should
is
get
it a
to know
good
each
thing
other.
that all the sectors are open? Yeah, it all looks super pretty and peaceful, but it's definitely full of terrifying monsters. So, you know, there's that. This should lead back around to various elevators. Yep. I'll have a quick chat with Artie, see what he's up to. You can't have everything. You either have the elevators working and terrifying monsters, or you don't get the elevators working. I am still pretty curious about going through central maintenance and stuff, so I'm just going to quickly zip-zap my way back here. Yeah, now that I've like cured this area, which way did I want to go from here? Do. Here we go again. I do like a nice double kill. Yeah, okay, so field training is not unlocked yet. We are not cleared to deal with this just yet. That's fine. One day. Now we can go back and talk to our best girl Penny. Actually, let's quickly go and have a chat with maintenance man.
Blockages in pipe C through.
Hey, I fixed it from exploding.
Is the clock? Fruit feels a lot safer when you're around.
Oh, fair enough. You're welcome.
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
I already did it. Pay attention. Okay, so let's go and have a chat. Back at Central Executive. So we want to fast travel. Why does that guy always look like he had a cat shit under his nose? Look, some people just have resting cat shit face. They can't help it. It's not their fault. You know? Some people are just born that way. Is it us? To be fair, we were playing around in the pipes with whatever that chunk monster was, so I wouldn't be surprised if we've got something on our shoes that maybe doesn't smell the tastiest. Perhaps. It's probably that. Okay, well now the world's not going to explode and we've unlocked we've unlocked the elevators to get places. I think this is going to get even crazier. For example, there's a poltergeist throwing my controller off the desk. It's already started. Boardroom. Here we go.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Emily. Why did I say Penny?
Yes, of course.
Hi, Emily. I've got to tell you
Listen,
about a thing that's
Emily.
in my head.
Screw it. Just tell her.
I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan.
When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse.
Oh, thank you.
Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Hey, level 3. More doors to open.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
That janitor, man. He's more powerful than we know.
Jesse.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
He's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
Fair enough.
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. Yet one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
Okay, note to self, beware of getting trapped in moving rooms that contain sharks. Didn't think that would be on the list of things for me to worry about, but here we go.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
Alright, tell us about this Ocean View Motel.
What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
I feel like you could be waiting quite a long time.
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Well, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, me neither.
Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just, wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
Oh, I like you very much. Alright.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
Okay. That's a curious noise, but alright. So, find Marshall at parapsychology. Parapsychology would appear to be, I'm guessing, on a different level. So let's go to the sector elevator. Do-do-do-do. Executive, research, maintenance access corridor, containment sector. Where am I going? Research sector. Okay. I was paying attention, I promise. So yeah, if we're going to find something crazy, it's going to be in the containment sector or the research sector. And we've already found plenty that qualifies as crazy. Oh, excuse me. Very sleepy to do. No sleep. Alright, Central Research, hello. So that's the Ritual Division. Whatever one of those is.
Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
I didn't get a manual.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
I didn't get a manual, and I didn't read the safety briefings, so, I'm gonna be okay, right? Parapsychology is downstairs. Oh god damn, it's one of these guys again. Two of these guys again. Stop being so damn squirrely. I am sort of just throwing my bullets out all over the place, so sorry if I accidentally hit one of these floating agents. Hang on, I can hear someone else shooting at me. You. Ooh, I like your weird gas masks. Well, I'm just the best shot in the world. Oh, there's a few bad guys around here. Give me that. I seem to be a far better shot with the rapid fire weapon. Maybe that's just mathematics. Are we done? Nope. Oh no, the supervisors are here. I've got my rocks, my machine guns. It's a very satisfying noise. Out of here. Whew. A lot of nasty hiss smell around here. Can't go through there just yet. Hey guys, everybody doing okay down here? Looks like it. Everyone's having a wonderful time. Let me in. Give me your intrusive patterns. Lab 1? What's in Lab 1? Man, I wish this was in some kind of legible quality. Night of the world is mine with nobody. Will I awake? Will I get a ride with you in this race of two? We're an endless stream of choices. We're the softest murmur of voices. Without names, we're fantasizing. Dancing like flame, mesmerizing. It's bad poetry, okay. Auditory experience 84.C, Poets of the Fall, My Dark Disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you feel a strong emotion? Did the image of a weapon appear to you during your mind? Please provide a detailed description of your current surroundings. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? What did they say? Are you hearing them now? Choose one of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, night, day, apple, orange, burn out, or fade away. Okay. So listening to Poets and Ultraviolet. I'm guessing those are the lyrics to these songs, and I don't know if that's going to get copyright strikes, so that'll do. So they sit you in this soundproof room, blast you with that song, and then see if it makes you go crazy. Huh. This place is weird. Hip. It's a very nice sound system, yes. In the goop. Like a fire here or something, or like that mold, that like gross goopy mold stuff was all burnt away. Definitely seem to be trying to contain it. Threshold utility. Thresholds have always been great sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by blank, we never know what new discoveries it will provide the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent events based on the utilitarian properties. The quarry brought black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Okay. So the mold is just sort of getting everywhere and no one can find a proper use for it. Gotcha. Yep. That sounds like mold. For who among us has touched the foundations of this world and deemed them solid? Dr. Theodore Ash. I like that. We got bathrooms. Can't see any boxes desperate to give themselves to me, but you know, it's always nice to see a bathroom. Okay then. I teleported through this one. That can only be broken one way. Can you give me a spoilerish hint? No, thank you. Bang, bang, bang. Oop. I wonder if through in-game files, game events, and recordings, we could determine some or all of the redacted bit to potentially piece things together. I do believe we can. I've been able to sort of fill in some gaps every now and then, for sure. I love this door. This door hinges through reality. Not anymore, it doesn't. Alright, cafeteria. People leaving their classified documents just on dining room tables. It's not good. Where is that? Hey Carla, does it strike you odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there, he doesn't even give us any lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab, but it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of 2 black rock samples you sent, the prism or whatever you called it. Filed them in the usual place under C for Clara. Handy mnemonic device, right? Haha. Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. Can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime? I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Good luck, Hubert. Hey, Rental, how are you today? Sorry, now that I've noticed I've got a shockwave attached to my dodge. I can't not use it. Okay, so I'm still looking for parapsychology, which is here, I guess. I guess this is parapsychology. Well, that is parapsychology, so wherever... Whoa! Sorry about your expensive table. I'm gonna look for a key to that place, okay. Emergency call summary. Possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is noticeably similar to AWE in which blank. Event appears to have been caused by a blank. As a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent blank. Blank, blanking, and blanks. Wow, almost no information at all. How very useful. Okay, well if we can't go down, I mean let's go up, right? Once we've checked all the offices for pieces of paper. Hey, so I was wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and they seem a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? House plants everywhere. Kind of weird, aren't they? Definitely don't necessarily look normal. Oh, sorry to interrupt the meeting. I need to just push you out. Can you just shift out the way of the projector, please? Synchronicity. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It's how we rationalize events connected by no identical causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, and now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce blank behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Okay. Like just the slide, just a projector of someone's bed. Alright, well, I'll leave you guys to your meeting. Alright, carry on upwards, I guess. Also, we have like, these are some huge trees. Sorry, am I not allowed in the office? Got him. So that's dimensional research. And this is Darling's office. Office of Head of Research.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway? Fuck.
Looking a lot more disheveled in this one, isn't he?
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding.
It won't be quick and
We're
painless.
making more.
Okay, so that's a more recent video from Dr. Darling, and he's looking a little bit concerned. Hey, a bird. I also really like that keyboard, Frank. I really like that. Okay, budget request. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. Not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think of what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. We've got a bunch of weird stuff. None of this makes sense, but I'm sure it won't in the future. Dude loved his hexagons, eh? The astral plane. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the blank in the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully, the truth will emerge. Huh. We got maths, we got science, we got hexagons. Excuse me. Astral plane counter essay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on. That's, I'm guessing, the board. In his written report, he states there is a clear link between these objects of power, the blank and the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. Itchy nose. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained in the very blank of objects such as the hotline or the service weapons. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the blank, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the blank is a natural fact and not something more blank, blank, and blank? Yeah, so it's definitely talking about things like my weapon, like the hotline that connects me directly to the board. They are clearly there for some very specific purposes. Oh, a fungus. Gotta turn it on. Resonance theory. Here we go again. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened a door to blank. I've called blank. The blank emits a force that is far beyond the forces we previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomena? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common blank that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else could the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? There's been a lot of talk so far about resonant frequencies and different dimensions lining up depending on their frequencies. The hiss are like also a noise that seems to cause a lot of trouble. to stun these guys with bullets. Then hit them with a rock. That guy's floating in a chair. Where's my comfy chair to float around the game in, huh? I'm just sort of tickling that guy right now. Grenade got a bit closer for comfort. Let my energy recharge a second. Lots of energy, lots of enemies all of a sudden. This will smoke. This will probably unlock parapsychology because I usually need to defeat enough enemies for stuff to unlock. I also want to check out another room that's up here. I have so many things to check out. This is what happens when you unlock all of the doors. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. This
Possibly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research.
Tell me more in like coherent sentences, please.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Okay. Let's go find the ashtray, I guess, so we can...
Every measure of security.
so we can pass through the maze. Anyone else say The Shining? No. And now that one's closed. Okay, well, here we go. I'm gonna switch to my shotgun variant for this. So I'm looking for the ever-smoking ashtray. Am I back at the start? goodies. Like someone tried to blast their way out of that one. Just gonna be one of those days, is it? Happens if I go backwards through the maze, huh? Nothing. Something tells me I doubt I'm going to find the ashtray in the maze itself. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you keep the key inside the lock, as it were? Okay, yeah. I imagine we'll come back here once we've found the correct place. I think I just need to kill enough enemies in the central staircase to take out the barrier that lets me go into parapsychology. That's fine. More mysteries to solve, more areas to come back to. It seems like it's empty now. Oh, spoke too soon. Get out of the air. Crush that guy up against a tree. He's not getting up again. Still not letting me in, is it? What am I missing? Huh? What am I missing? We're here. Don't think I want to go down there at the moment. Seems like a definitely going to break my legs sort of way to go. We've opened up all of this. I am missing the thing that lets me do the thing, you're right. Didn't use my brain to shoot the big red things. Alright, well, that explains that. Also means I want to go back to the, Alright, bye.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Wait, what are you? Dunno, can't reach you. Yeah, it means I want to go back to the training room as well. Go into the light. My friends. Time to extinguish some life. Remember, no need to reload your weapon in this. I actually can't see anything. Too many graphics in the way. Are we done? Whew. So earlier it was mentioned that Jesse can cure things of the influence of the hiss, but that doesn't work on possessed folks, and that it kills the hosts. Yes, so I can fix objects, but not people. Hey, buddy. You right there? He doesn't look right there. That's a whole bunch of floating furniture. Okay. This one has been sealed, but all that remains is the bloodied head of a crash test dummy. And another one of these lovely fellows. Okay, we're definitely in the creepy part of the bureau now. Let's go see what's upstairs. We have a blank room. Blank room with janitorial equipment. And what appears to have been just the most destructive game of dodgeball. This place is giving me the creeps, that's for sure. Alright. We'll listen to this first.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Well, that wasn't useful, but thank you. Point unlocked. Ooh, Pierce is precise with a charged shot that penetrates armor and enemies at any range. Ooh, okay. Remember that in the future. We've got some more abilities though. The more abilities I would like. Got 4 points, maybe more energy, yes. And oh, that was 3 launch points. Okay, well. Guess I won't be getting a second one. Oops. I don't like cameras watching me. I'm not a fan. Okay, so this was them attempting to map the astral plane where I get sent to every time I get a cool new thing. I got some photos taken from there. That's curious. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to go accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but blank was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the blank, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the blank's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as the Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Those little black holes that keep, yes, those little black holes that keep following me around and break everything. Get projected! Wasn't my best work. Introduction to paranatural topics.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Yep, had a couple of run-ins with those. Cool, so we've got thought monsters pursuing us.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Yeah, that's a thought monster. Alright, so I guess we're going in. Yeah, hi buddy. What am I doing in here? Oh, okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. we gotta do as a whole... I've played video games before. Hey buddy, why didn't you follow me in here? Executive personnel protection. I'm a what now? Hang on, I'll deal with the spike monster in a second. Personnel protection, what? Oh, there are like timed little bonus missions. Okay. Ah, come this way. Alright, hello. Okay, so we've got a button that we can press. Okay, so I've got to get it. Okay, so it does not like following me up this corridor. Okay. Definitely didn't get that in time. Okay. Oh, it's because I didn't power up the other side. Oh, I've got a very small brain. Oh, the problem is that my brain is very tiny. Okay, so I can, if I want to, there. Oh, no. Are you moving? Oh, I wonder if I can shoot it to like stun it. Okay. It seems to go much slower if I do that. There we go.
What was the Bureau doing with
Ooh,
that
don't
thing?
need any more of those showing up, thank you. That's cool. We just pulled a thought monster out of an alternate dimension and just felt, you know, stick it in a box.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Hello, it's me.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Sounds like Marshall could use a hand. Hiss clusters heal other enemies. Dead. Time to clear out another office. my bones. That's okay. I wasn't using them for anything important. That was not the correct way to run for that, was it? I have accidentally woken up a floaty chair boy. Will it please? Nope. Ow! Okay, so there are a bunch of flying dudes hooked up to chairs in here, and if I break their connectors to the computer, they come and get me. It is not what I want. Ouch, indeed. Hey, it turns out that having a huge piece of concrete thrown at my head doesn't feel nice. Hang on a second. Is this already contained? I dearly hope so. Yes, okay. I love how when they said, well, we brought the mind monster in from a different dimension and we tried to make it more comfortable by making it look like home. So they put some half-assed plywood pyramid in the roof and some cardboard cutouts of shapes. To use that zoo analogy that you had, you're a terrible zoo. Where'd the aura go? Sit up here and throw rocks at the orb. I'm just gonna sit up here and throw rocks at everything. Ow, okay. Maybe I'll move a little bit. I don't like the RPGs. I need some of your health blips, please and thank you. Excuse me, pardon me. Here, I've got some documents for you to sign with your face. Ow. Please stop using the RPGs at close range, thank you. Keep coming. It's a big boy. Have I considered that I'm not throwing big enough sofas at the bad guys? Maybe that's my problem. Have a seat! I'm gonna stop ruining my one-liners with poor aim. those that time. Die. Woo. That was a hell of a room. Oh no, I blew up the brain statue. That sounds fun. Well, all of those noises sound lovely, and they're lovely noises we'll get to listen to on tomorrow's stream.